So for the chimichurri, I'm going to want you to have extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, parsley, a red chilli, 3 cloves of garlic, dried oregano and red wine vinegar. If you can forgive my washing machine in the background, I've just come back from a weekend in London, so got a hell of a lot of washing to get through. If you get yourself a small glass bowl or plastic bowl, whatever you want, we're just going to be putting all the ingredients into one dish, and put in your 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. To that, get a 1/2 teaspoon, weigh out your oregano. You're not really weighing it, you're measuring it. Put that in. Get your teaspoon measuring and put the red wine vinegar into there as well. We're now going to get on to chopping up and de-seeding your red chilli and also your garlic cloves. So I'll speed that up because that'd be a boring few minutes. Now I've de-seeded my chilli, but that's because if you don't do that, the seeds are what give it a horrendous amount of heat. I'd potentially keep them in if you were my friend Megan, because I swear she eats these and tastes them as if they're red peppers. We're making like a larb recipe the other night and she basically was like, oh, try that, it's like a red pepper, whilst feeding me a bit of chilli. So we then proceeded to obviously add the seeds as well because she didn't think the chilies were hot enough. Now, slice these down lengthways. You're then going to chop them really finely because we're not going to blend this chimichurri. I just think it goes a bit more like a paste. I quite like the texture of it. Now, the whole point of this is you allow it to sit for a while. So depending how thin you get it or how finely sliced you get it, you can obviously do that as well. We're going to be doing the same with the parsley, so no blenders here. And you may have seen, I'm just putting this into the same bowl as the vinegar, oregano and oil. Now you may have seen I've got my 3 cloves, but I also have my tiny little ones which were spare. And I ain't going to be putting garlic to waste, so I'm just going to chop it all up. You can add more or less garlic to suit your palate. I'm one of these people where if a recipe says 3, I put in 5, 6, 7. So I'm not one that thinks there can never be too much garlic, so I'm just going to chuck the whole lot in. Jonathan doesn't really get a say, to be honest. I do the majority of the cooking, so he just has to deal with what I'm doing. There we go. And just keep going until it's really fine, and then we're going to put that in. There we go. And that's how fine I got it. If you can see that there. That's what we're looking for. So bring your bowl over and add the garlic to that as well. Don't forget, don't lose any. I'm then going to bring over your bunch of parsley and we're going to cut that as finely as you possibly can as well. Now I've done 10 grams just so that I've got a measurement for you, but I mean handful is a pretty accurate measurement as well, although it depends on the size of your hands. If you have dustbin hands, you'll have had significantly more parsley tasting chimichurri. Once it's finely chopped, bring your bowl back over. It all comes back to this bowl. And throw in your parsley. Quite literally throw. I'm really bad to throw chuck. So make it sound aggressive when I'm just sliding it in. Now that sounds sexual. So, moving on, get your maldon salt and put in a 1/2 teaspoon. And then crack in some black pepper, just a little bit. and give it a mix up, and then we're just going to leave that to sit for a little while, ideally a couple of hours. But how good does that look already? The longer you leave it, the longer the flavours will just enhance, and you'll have a gorgeous marinade, basting ingredient, or just an adornment on your steak, or just sauce to serve it with. And that's your chimichurri.
That's all I know. And when I roll, I'm in control. Don't matter what they say, no, I don't care. Ain't gonna walk away until I'm there.